Hey guys, Silence here. We're back on an episode of Weekly Battle Showdown Have Their Goodness Gracious Games. Now, we are currently in the Pokemon UT Challenge series, where the top 5 players across the 5 events with the highest amount of Swiss wins will win the new Pokemon TCG UT collection. Yeah, it's pretty cool lah. So, many thanks to UNIQLO for sending us some teas for this event. Yeah, so today we have KM playing Ethan's Typhlosion and Ryan playing Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I believe I've never commentated on this particular matchup before. Ethan's Typhlosion was quite hot when the set released. It flew a bit under the radar after a while. Maybe because like people are just mainly going back to the main 3-4 decks that people are playing. Yeah, so okay. Well, meanwhile, Marnie Grimmsnarl has been steadily appearing here and there, even like on overseas. So yeah. Okay, so the glare card is Tatsugiri, the one that looks at the top few cards for the supporters. Okay, let's go. Seems KM is having... Okay, yeah, he forgets to attach the... Yep, that's Arven. Yeah, but don't attach tools on opponent's turn. Yeah, just calm down, play your turn slowly, make sure everything is done and end. Yeah, don't hastily end your turn. Okay, so okay, with him, it's gonna get pretty repetitive with how the Grimmsnarl plays, but yeah, but that's how it is. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still using the TSI dice. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Ultra Ball is gonna throw the Dragapult away. Druglook. Yeah, it's a pretty how to say, not like standard pure Ethan's Typhlosion, but this particular style of Ethan's Typhlosion is pretty good because it kind of stops the weakness, which is the Ethan's Typhlosion being 2 paper lah. You can use the Dragapult to block a bit, and meanwhile also softening the target for the Typhlosion, because it does hit a cap of damage. Yeah, but with the new Brave Bengal, it hits a bit more. So we shall see what happens. Okay, it's gonna, I don't know. Sure. At this point, from how Ryan is set up, and Typhlosion not being able to attack early games, the Tatsugiri will probably help him quite a bit. So we shall see. Okay, he's going in for Dragapult, full Dragapult. Okay, is he gonna bench Cyndaquil? Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. Okay. Skipping the 3PA front. Okay. So here is steadily putting damage. Yeah. So the Tatsugiri, right? It looks harmless, but with the Frostlass around, is actually generating quite a bit of damage counters for Ryan's side to put around with the Monkey Dory. So actually, it's quite strong lah. Strangely, yes. Okay. Let's go. Alright, boss order. It's gonna catch. If he's gonna knock things out, probably aiming the Monkey Dory. I would do that. Okay. He's throwing the bear, I guess. Yep, drawing the Blood Moon Ursa Luna. You don't need it in this matchup yet. Hopefully not. Yeah. Hopefully he can just, you know, just go straight to the Brimstone and just wreak havoc. Okay. Nice. Alright. G. Tennis ball. And a monkey. Seems like. So Kevin's asking like, why is there no attachment? Wait, here it comes. Here's the attachment. Okay, so it's got a boss. Boss energy. Oh, he's got energy. So he's gonna. Both of he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna aim for the drug up. Drug look. Sorry, not drug up. Yeah. So the ever weakness of the Eater's Life Version deck is it doesn't like set up really well, and since with a 2 stage 2 line, it makes the deck slightly slower without rare candy. So the real engine is actually drug look. They don't really care about the drug pop, but yeah. But since there isn't any, what's that? Assume is Ethan's Adventure because he's playing Ethan's Typhlosion. It's quite fierce to play Ethan's deck without Ethan's Adventure. But yeah. Sure. Yeah, it's probably Ethan's Adventure because he's finding 3 Ethan's Pokemon. Yep. Alright. Okay. Sure. Slightly late to the party. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, not cool, sure. Shall see what's the play. It's gonna move damage counters. Okay. What would be the prep target? What would be the prep target for the Frost Blast? Sure. But yeah. It's a bit of an uphill battle when there's 2 Monkey Dories. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's gonna profit. Don't really need the second Frost Blast in this bot state, I feel. Yeah. So can take it slow and just knock stuff out. Yes, 22 down the UNIQLO. Okay. It's gonna take 2 prizes. Yes, both the Cyndaquils are going down. Yes, so now. Yeah, so when in the late game where there's 2 monkeys, it's a bit hard to just lay 2 basic Pokemon and just hope for the best lah. Okay. Wow. Is at this point going in straight for Dragapult might be the play, but let's see what he has. Free spin. Interesting choice. Does he have like a rare candy? Okay, sure. Okay. Wow. Okay. So he's going for the confused route, which is not the worst, I feel. Is he gonna attach the fire to the repeat? He's not. Oh, wait. Damage first. Okay, he's attaching the fire. Sure. Because if you don't, and he have to, if he gets to Dragapult next turn, he would definitely have to have a rare candy, which is a rare occurrence now because lots of decks don't play rare candy anymore. Or like maybe very slim line of rare candy, like maybe 2 copy. So, yep. Oh, secret box. That's not looking good, bro. He's going straight for boss order, I guess. Stretcher. I don't know. Okay, because he doesn't really need it, I guess. Stretcher. Okay. Rare candy. What? Yeah, we're gonna retreat and just attack. Yeah, just move and attack lah. So, great game. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hi guys, Thomas of Silence here. Back with another episode of Weekly Battle Showdown happening at Goodness Gracious game. The Swiss tree of the UT Challenge series. Yes, the UT means UNIQLO. Yeah, UNIQLO has sent us some new Pokemon TCGTs. Yeah, that's coming up as prizes. Many thanks to UNIQLO. Yep. Why there isn't a Swiss 2? Because I think Jeremy forget to record. It's okay. We still get to watch a much exciting match between Keenan and Jeremy. Keenan's playing Gholden. Jeremy's playing Frostlast Box, which he on the podcast say he feels is one of the best deck that's going into Worlds because he really like Frostlast and you know generally very long matches. So I think the main objective of the deck is to make your opponent sit there and watch you slowly ping damage and to move damage counters and stuff, which Jeremy really likes. Yeah. Meanwhile, Gholden is gonna go in, go hard, knock things out, but there isn't much like 2 prizes on Jeremy's side for him to knock out nicely, so it might not be the best matchup for Keenan. We shall see. Yeah. So in the monkey battle, Jeremy would have a slightly higher advantage. Yeah. Because these things are, yeah, he just item locking, he just, you know, doing all the shenanigans that this kind of decks play. If you are a control player, like from any game like Magic the Gathering or like I don't know, I mean Hearthstone or whatever card game, you would enjoy this kind of deck. But it's not beginner friendly because you generally can't attack much, you generally don't do much, and it's more like a lockdown kind of deck. Yeah. Okay. Keenan's not having the best start. It's fine. Gholden draws cards, so yeah. We shall see. I have to tell you guys that brace yourself, it's not going to be a short match. It's going to be slightly longer than the average. Okay, it's gonna... Yep. item locking. Because so item locking against Gholden is actually quite irritating because it really requires a lot of items lah. Like the deck is just to make it go smooth. Okay. Okay. Bravery charm on the studio to make it slightly harder to knock out. Okay. Scyther. Right, it's gonna draw 2. Okay. It might look as like Keenan's having a really hard time, but gradually, if Keenan managed to set up a little bit more Imigus and whatever, he's gonna come back. Yeah, because Gholden is actually quite irritating because the HP itself is not low. Okay. Alright. Monkey Galore is going to move damage counters. Okay. Alright, it's gonna give him the frost last. It's not gonna it's gonna give him the snow run. Yeah, so Caesar is an issue. Have to remove the Caesar early. Yeah. Okay, nice ball. Finally. Kidori. Back with his. Does he have energy surge pro in his hand? Can't really see. Okay, great. Looks like we have a game here. Keenan isn't just sitting there anymore. Okay, it's gonna draw 2. Okay, yep, discarding the Genesex fine. I doubt there's any ace spec that's triggering. Okay, getting back the dark energy. Okay, let's do some damage. Oh, he has to knock out one Monkey Dory. If not, the Scyther's going down. Yeah. Okay, so why this move? Oh, okay, if you were to just knock out the Snow Run just now, you will effectively move damage counters out from the field. So you can kind of save the Scyther, but not really too. Yeah. But it's a move that actually people should recognize and remember that can be done. It's technically healing lah, in a way lah. Because when in the Monkey Dory battle, when it's really troublesome if you leave damage counters on the field. Yeah. Scyther's still going down, I feel. Okay. So what would be a really irritating cut for Gholden in this deck is probably like, you know, like a Stone Mask or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Catcher and I don't know. Yep. Going to 3 is very firing against this. I think outside that. He's not taking out, he's actually taking out the Monkey Dory instead. Yep. Yeah, because no damage movement, guys. Alright, stick. Rises. This like Frostlast deck, right, kind of works where there isn't like a real big basic meta when you know they require all these small basic Pokemon, right? This particular style of deck will appear. Yeah, but when there's like all like just big lightning, like those like Iron Hands deck or whatever, right? Then is for this kind of deck to appear is a bit hard lah. Still can play, but it's not very effective. But now currently it might be which like what Jeremy say might be one of the better time for this kind of deck. I ever saw like a mill deck from a week ago or something from TYS. Because generally the meta is slightly slower. It's not so aggressive and big basic, so you don't see like tanky 260, 240 Pokemons on the field all the time. So you still can take things out. Okay. Who's up? Yep, he's going in for the race now. Okay. Okay. Alright, scissors up. Alright, stick some prizes there. Okay, so I really like this card from the start when it's printed. I really like this kind of cards where it's like 50 times amount of ability on the field, because in this era of Pokemon, there's no reason to play like non-ability Pokemon which are just sitting there. Yeah, so all these Pokemon, right, are actually giving advantage lah. So, and it's a one prizer. It'll be better if it's like a basic Pokemon with that attack, but you know, we can't choose. Yep. So effectively it hits like 250 damage now. So it's not the worst. Okay. You see. Actually, what would be a good deck for Frostlast would probably be the Venture Bomb. Yeah, Venture Bomb seems like quite a funny card for this deck. Since you're playing so heavy monkeys, maybe you can try it out. Okay. Maractus. Maractus would be good if it's against the Gholden, I guess. But yeah. Okay, so the plan is to catch Gholden out and Maractus him and just hope that Keenan doesn't draw anything. Yeah, but he's okay to just let Keenan take a one more prize, I guess. Yeah. So 3, so practice him. Okay, so essentially he won't retreat, so I guess he would just attack. Oh wow, not bad. Draws into Genesect. That's great. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's a bit dangerous if he's... Wow. Okay. Okay, so he's... Okay, effectively, he just put in the Gholden goes back to the bottom deck. Yeah, because now it's a bit dangerous when he doesn't have hand size. So if you were to evolve the Gholden and you get pulled out, it will be quite dangerous. Yeah. One last prize to go. Right. Let's see how Jeremy will play at this juncture. Okay. Yeah, so like what I said, the Caesar's an issue. Okay, so what would be a really good thing for Jeremy to do now would be catching the Genesect out, then just hit him with a Maractus and just slowly play. Because due to players playing Air Balloon, they don't really respect switches anymore. They don't play switch in their deck, so Maractus would actually be very good. Alright, part 1 of the move. Genesect is up. Let's see whether he gets a Night Stretcher. And the Air Balloon, I guess. I don't know. Let's get to. Okay. Okay, so let's go in. Okay, Prof. Let's see again. Balloon, I see the balloon. Wait, he's from the reflection. I do see the balloon below the Frostlass. Okay, Stretcher, yeah, he got it. So he's gonna Maractus him. Okay, so this game would still go on slightly longer. Okay, he's taking a prize. He has to do it. He has to chase now. So take out the Caesar, man. Okay. Okay. I see the. Okay. Yeah, he's taking out Caesar. Great. Yep. Because that's the biggest threat on the field actually. It's gonna stretch the Maractus. Oh, he has a Maractus in. It's gonna stretch the Maractus. Oh, it's gonna item block him. It's perfectly fine too. It's perfectly fine if he just item blocks in. And just, yeah. Because now, any sudden movement from Keenan's side will prove fatal to Jeremy. Yeah, so item blocking is pretty good. Pretty good. Yep. Yeah, I forgot to throw the. Okay, and this move, right? Like shuffling the Gholden goes back, go to the bottom deck, ensures that you won't draw it because the Iono puts it at the bottom deck, which is quite important in some matchup where you need to draw, but like you need to draw other cards, right? You don't want to draw Gholden goes anymore. 3. So if you go to Maractus now, and I didn't expect the Fezan, Keenan would have won the game or have more chance to win the game. But with him locking the item down, with Jeremy locking the item down, it's not the best, Keenan, because you know, Earthen Vessels and everything. Alright, he's gonna pass his turn. No items, baby. Okay. No energy. Alright, gonna end your turn. Okay, so this is why you see some players, they play very long. They'll sit there and think because essentially they're just stuck. Yeah. Okay, Jeremy's Wonderland now, planting all the damages. Okay, so now essentially is how Jeremy's gonna close the game. Because 260 is not a good number to hit. So I personally assume that Jeremy's gonna go for the genocide. Okay. Yep, they're using the 20-sided dice, the magic 20-sided dice. The spin down. Yeah. If you have told Pokemon players that they would need that in the future, they wouldn't believe, like from like maybe 10 plus years ago. Because usually things are slightly lower HP from all this 300 plus monstrosity that we're having now. Okay. Okay, so I feel well. Yeah. Yeah, item locking seems like the way to win. But it's a really slow burn deck, so I wouldn't really recommend people to play this for the EO1 that we're having, like the 25-minute ones, because it really takes really long time to win the game. Yeah, and if the opponent is plays slightly slower against you, both of you are gonna get the double loss. But for Jeremy and Keenan wise, they are going to Worlds, so it's not a bad BO3 deck like the first last box. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay. What Keenan lacks is the attack. I think he has a dark energy. Yeah, I think Keenan scooped because he's unable to find the last battle energy or the manager. Oh, it's in the price. Yeah, so sometimes this happens. Congratulations to Jeremy. It's not an easy game. Yep. Okay. This rounds up this week's event. See you at the next one.